Ad Astra Abyss. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission.
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate.
Indeed. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two... Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently...
Rift Hounds? A Narcom...
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But the sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. Good. Then you can see that
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast and complex, their main priority is to protect the civilian population. So they are the Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to You have our deepest gratitude. You're confident. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Hound appearances have been recently reported.
Relax. We'll be back before you can say Ad... The sacred Sakura's in danger. Just sharpen my spear. Attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
There is no escape!
Boba, get them!
Wheel of Life. Torn to oblivion! Ha! Ha! Into the wind.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryu Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them!
Orders received. Inazuma shines eternal!
As one with wind and cloud!
Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution.
Okay, sounds more like A. You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in...
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck.
Might I remind you that I am not here to... Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. I considered this matter worthy of my attention. So I pursued them, and they led me. If the Shogun, rather than I, were to discover them...
Why? Because
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature... But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura...
a disaster?
Yes. 500... Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were... The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth. So you've heard of it. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in the...
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Having someone uber... Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to... This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Time to go.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glow? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? But why?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the...
What happened here? Could you...
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're... We will defend Inazuma. You don't know? Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless. Every last trace of humanity's existence.
But look!
Not right now. But they'll be back. Look, the almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon...
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun. You're back! Please, we beg you. You have to... Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness.
Calm down. The war you...
Over. But...
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. There are no monsters. Nor is there any...
What? But how? Just... I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down.
I think I understand. Oh... Yes. We were right to place our trust. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw, the sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, an entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What? Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. So the disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in, but my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it...
So, Inazuma was attacked at this...
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of I never had the chance to see her one last time. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those
Hey!
Yes. For the longest time, all my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish But, after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over this. Moving forward inevitably invites further. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses all those who sacrificed themselves back then, gave their lives fighting for a future. As Inazuma's god, it is warriors of the past who spilled your blood on this land. I will never forget you.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on.
As expected, there are a load of rift hounds here too!
Leave them to me. Illusion shattered! Shine down! Illusion shattered! Shine down! Now you shall perish! There is no escape! Shine down! Illusion shattered! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish!
You are unduly concerned. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in...
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like... The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. Hey, the same light is leaking out again!
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon?
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has... I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments. After all, it's quite a mess out.
What
I see. So, they have fought. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, and now the almighty Shogun is here. I have even less. Imagine if this was something that even the almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. People flee out of a desire to live on, and the desire to live up. But me, I have no such thought. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a... One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless
Perhaps.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived... Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at... The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. One moment, I'll just...
Can't see a tea set.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No. You're...
This place is complicated. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I can't decide whether it's a final regret.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exact.
I'm also feeling very...
It's the Traveler! And the almighty Shogun! How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll...
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time...
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm...
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun...
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for, he may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view.
You and Makoto had pretty...
Indeed we did. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world, they are similar. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human at... Now, it seems like she...
Wow. There sure was a lot going...
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her, an ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate...
That's...
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't... I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of... Yes, it does. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least...
Do you feel you're starting to understand?
You have already witnessed my previous views of... But now, I no longer cling...
Almighty Shogun! I found a tea set. This one in...
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the...
It's all good, sir. She's actually...
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuya... go.
Hey, where'd he wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set and...
Or perhaps the...
So we won't get... We didn't even have a chance to sit...
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. Please give... So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But the things I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reason. The events of 500 years ago. Not only
She died in that disaster too.
Yes. She was... Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Yes. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. So it was there that we bid each other a final farewell. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity.
That's quite a...
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed, no one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the... In the end, I simply had to accept that with the help of the sacred sakura's power, I would...
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon.
Yes. She had such a great... I once told myself that I would never speak of these events, but even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, and it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you
Brother? You mean to say that he was somehow involved?
based on what we've learned so far, it seems...
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing, and also... my mind, so... I am afraid
Oh, well, that's a boy. Both of you are...
With this last cup of tea, let us... Thank you, Destiny.